But actually these videos are more for educational purposes for you guys. But I mean, it's an added bonus if it can help you to cover a few holes. Okay, so right, let's quickly look at this thing. So I have got a front view. I have got an auxiliary view. Onthou julle, hierdie is 'n hulpaansig. This is an auxiliary view. What is this? Guys, it's very simple. If this was my pipe, then this is it. Now we're going to turn it upright. You can also use your Prit. We're going to draw this view. We're going to look from the left. We're going to draw that view there as well. Okay. En al wat ons moet doen is, ons moet kan tel en ons moet kan meet. Dit kan julle almal doen. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an XY line in between these two views. Anywhere in between them, you put an XY line at 45 degrees. There. Now, anywhere over here, we know this is a front view, so I need to put XY line down here. Now, wherever you want to put that, over here is fine. So there's I'm going to call it X1, Y1. Going to put another line here, and I'm also obviously going to do a top view and a left view. So I am going to move my ruler down, and I'm going to put my triangle, that you guys can just see it. I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to draw XY line down here as well. I'm going to call this X2, Y2. And you can even take this a little bit further down. As jy 'n 45 grade projeksielyn wil gebruik, if you want to use a 45 degree projection line, that would be it down here. You don't have to use it, but you can if you want to. Okay, once you guys have got this, I'm just going to cover up that part because this is a different page we are using. So this is going to be our front view. Voor. Hierdie gaan wees ons bo-aansig. This is going to be our top view. This is going to be our left view of ons linker aansig. Links, there's my 45 degree projection line. Okay guys, quickly, what are we going to do? Let me show you. Okay, you guys are going to have the top and the bottom points. I'm going to number them the same. This is 10. There's 4. The middle is 1 and 7. I'm going to have the same here, 10, 4. I'm going to have 9 and 11 on this line. I'm going to have 3 and 5 on that line. Do you guys understand why I'm using the colors? Okay, het gaan dit 'n bietjie makliker maak vir jou. It's going to make it a little bit more logical. 12 en 8, 2 en 6 daarso. Wat ek nou gaan doen is, I'm simply going to go and I'm going to project these lines down. So I'm going to take this line down. I'm going to take that one down. And I want to give you guys a little tip that I think might be of value to you. Okay, my tip is die volgende, nee. I'm not going to do the whole thing. You can do it. Sometimes these lines overlap with those lines and then it becomes very, very confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to draw lines across here. I'm going to project these lines across, make sure that they are accurate. Gaan hulle almal oor projekteer. I'm only doing the top. You guys will see these two are exactly the same. Okay, now it's just a case of numbering and measuring. Okay, now can I quickly borrow that compass of yours? Thanks man, appreciate it, Matteo. Okay, so guys, what I'm simply going to do, no, it's fine. I'm going to transfer these points over And if you guys are using a compass, make sure that it's nice and firm. Right, so what I'm going to do is, from the XY line, I'm going to measure. There's the distance for 4. Guys, which ones are the same? 4 and 10. So I measure it once. I carry it over this 4. I carry it over to this one. As I carry it over, I number it as 4. 10 is going to be the same. So I'm just going to put it there. And I'm going to number it there as 10. Now if you guys have done it here, do the same thing here. Then it saves you some time. So there's 10, same distance. I'm going to put it there. So this is what you guys have been doing all along. So punt, grondlyn, punt, grondlyn, punt. So you measure there, kyk gou weer. Jy meet daai afstand en jy sit hom daarin en jy sit hom hierin, hè. Hoekom doen ons dit? Want ons gebruik hierdie metode, we use this method of punt, grondlyn, punt, grondlyn, punt. Now I'm going to give you guys a shortcut. I like a shortcut sometimes. Okay? The shortcut is going to be the following. As you guys have measured 10, now 4 is the same distance. You can simply go and just take your ruler and just, if that is accurate, you just take this over and mark it there. That's going to be 4. That's, if you guys would have been projected up, that is exactly what you would have had. Okay, so I'm going to do now the next 2 points. I'm going to take 3 and 5, the ones in red. So I'm going to take 3 and 11 actually, 3 and 11. So I go to point 11, I go down, I put it in here. I'm going to have another one on 3 and on 3 on that line. So this one is 3. How do I know? That is point 3. There's point 11. I'm going to do the same thing here. And guys, now you just carry on with this until you've covered all the points. This is 3. And 11 is going to be in line with point 11 there. Okay, you guys can now just carry on with this and plot all your points. So this is going to be 11. Alright, now you're going to do 9. So 9 is going to be here. So where's point 9? There's point 9. So I just go across. Also is 9. There's point 9. If I take 9 and 11 across, okay, let's see 9. I go down, so I will have the same distance here. 9 and 11. Okay, so there's the same thing. Sorry, that's not 11, that is 0.5. Sorry, that is 0.5, that's 0.9. Okay, so there's 0.9 and 0.5 is also going to be here. Okay, 9 and 5 is on the same line. I'm just going to erase that quickly. So that is 0.5. Okay, right. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. So I still need 12 and 8. I need 2 and 6 and 1 and 7. Then I've got all these points. Okay, so I'm going to quickly measure. That one is very close. Last point 7. 0.7. If I go here, that's 0.7 right there. And you will see the pattern. Okay, there's 0.7. Guys, what is the method? Punt, grondlyn, and punt. You measure the distances here and you put it in here and here. That's the method. So punt, grondlyn, punt, punt. What it means is if you measure 4 here, if you measure 4's distance there, you can place it there and you can also place it there. Okay, and you just do that with all 12 of your points. Okay, that's it. Okay, I've numbered this one is 1. I also, or rather 0.7, not 1, that's 0.7. There's 0.7. 0.1 is a little bit further away. So we're going to measure that. Obviously, I'm going to go here. There's 0.1. So there's 0.1. I'm also going to have a 0.1 here. Okay. And now the next part we're going to do is we're going to quickly do I'm just going to do 12 and 8 now. I'm going to show you why to save time. 12 is going to be on this line, the orange one. So that's going to be 12. I'm going to have a 0.12 here as well. I'm going to have 12 and 0.2. There's 0.2, same distance away. I'm going to have a 0.2 across 2 here as well. You guys see 2 and 12 is in line, 3 and 11 is in line, 4 and 10 is in line, 5 and 9 is in line, 7 and 1 is on the side. And now I'm just going to put in the last 2 points, which is 9. Not 9, 8. 8. There is 0.8. And once you've got 0.8, you can literally just do this. That's the same distance. 6. 6 you will see is the same distance as 8. I'm also going to put it in here. Right. Sien julle hoe eenvoudig is dit? It's makliker as wiskunde G. Okay. So if you guys have your points here, you're going to see a spread out of 12 points here and 12 points there. If you want to check if you worked accurately, guys, it's very simple. If I put my triangle there in the middle, the distance to that side and to this side will be exactly the same. If you do the same in the top view, you will see the same pattern. You will see the same distance from the middle to 9 and 11 to 8 and 12, etc. You guys have it? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my hand on the inside and I'm just going to dot this out for myself first. Ek gaan dit so doen. Just little dots. And you keep the curve. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, guys, once you've done this, you've done all the hard work. Okay, now what's left to do? I'm going to copy these same points, just one down. We're going to copy these same points just to the right. Why? Because the same distance as you measured here to put in here, you'll also put at the bottom of the prism. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I didn't do this all at once, because then it becomes confusing sometimes. So I'm just going to put in these same lines at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to put those same lines in there. So the only thing that's different from this drawing, from the other ones you guys have done, is it's got more points. It's not more difficult, and you're working with a curve. That's all. The steps are the same. Okay. So to save some time for yourself, instead of measuring with a compass everything again, what will I do? I will just go and look at the numbers. 7. So let's quickly have a look. There's 0.7. So I'm going to write it here. This is going to be the first one here is 10 on the side. So this is going to be 10, 9, 11, 12, 8, 7, 2 and 6, 3 and 5, and 0.4. Okay, so when you guys go across, you will pick up another pattern. Look here. Can you see 10 and 4 is there? They're just going to move over exactly the same here. 10 and 4. Can you see the distance there is the same? It's the same. You can actually measure it here, go here and plot it there, but it's going to take you much longer. So just go and transfer these points over to the middle. There's 1 and 1. There's 7 and 7. So you're saving a lot of time for yourself now. Now I'm going to take 12 and 2. And 8 and 6. And 9 and 5. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to have this point. Then 12 is there. 2 is over here. I'm going to have 11. I'm going to have 3. Okay. It's the same distances away from the side. There's 10. There's 4. Then I'm going to have 9 and 5. I think you will pick up the pattern now. There's 8 and 6. And there's 0.7. Okay, so what do I have now? I'm going to plot the same circle. Guys, these circles you're going to draw with that flexi or French curve that I had shown you yesterday. And now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring these points down. Okay, so same thing is just going to move down here. So let's have a look. So there is my line in the middle. Kyk gou hierso. At the top, there's 4. There's 4. At the bottom, there's 10. There's 10. Okay, the next two I'm going to do on this side. 3 and 11. 3 and 11. I'm going to do the same on the other side. 5 and 9. 5 and 9. I'm going to do 2 and 12. And 6 and 8. I'm going to do 0.7 and 0.1. Okay, I'm going to plot these points also freehand. Okay, now I want to ask you guys and ladies a question. Okay, if I look from this side for the left view, okay, if this would be my object, would you see the circle? Will it be visible there? If it's turning like this in the left view, will it be visible? Will this circle be visible there or invisible? Visible? If you look from there. Guys, can you answer me quickly? Will this be visible or invisible? Visible. Yeah, why? Because I'm looking onto that circle. I'm drawing it here, it's swiveling like this. So this circle here, you guys will take, I'm going to do it freehand now, just to save time. But you guys please do it with a flexi and a French curve, or flexi or a French curve. If you don't have one, borrow one from one of your friends. If you don't have friends, make friends. I'm just joking. Okay. So it's always easier to put your hand on the inside of this thing. Okay. I'm going to do the same. Okay. Here's the question now. If I look from this side, guys, if you take your prit, you'll get the answer. If you take a mug, as my koppie so is, and like so, I'm only going to see this part. And I'm going to see the bottom part of that thing, and I'm going to see the side. Het julle hom? So on this drawing, up to from 0.7 in the middle, down to the bottom, and up on the other side, up to point 1 will be visible, and obviously the sides of the cylinder will also be visible. And you just join that with a straight line. Okay, so this will then be a what line? A hidden line. Okay, the top view, guys, if this is my coffee beker, looking from there, it turns, julle kykie, is dit my beker is? I'm looking from there, guys. If you struggle with this stuff, take your Pritt or take an object that you can turn, and now it's doing this. It's going upright. So I'm going to see this shape here. It's going to see the oval. I'm going to see the sides of the mug, and I'm going to see the bottom curve, but I'm not going to see the part that's hidden there at the bottom. So this will all be, how do I know, guys? If you look from here, you're looking onto that circle. That's how I know it's visible. Okay, so this part will all be visible. Please, like I said, draw it with a French or flexi curve. Ek het vir julle gister gewys hoe om dit te gebruik. I had shown you guys how to do that yesterday. Guys, you hand this in tomorrow for marks. That's why I did it with you now. Hoe nou? Is that yours?
Ek het dit so. Yes, sir.
Jy kan leen.
Ek het seker een minuut,
Jy kan hom so maak. Kyk gou hierso. Jy kan daai ding so buig. As jy teken. You see, you bend it through the first amount of points, and then you draw that line, and then you do the other side. Guys, you get that? That's what this thing is for. Okay, maak hom klaar.